And I knew at once I was gonna have to walk back by. From the spots, but I be on old net. But I pull up on my cousin on Rainbow Drive. Whip clean, let the paint don't dry. Where you from? Claim your sorry.
West End, what's happening? Southside, Clayco, you know what's up. Oh, damn, I don't even come up this far. Hit Catcade on the Sundays, say a parking lot prayer, no. I just wanna kick back, relax, shout it in the Monday. How about the seat slide? It's nice to meet you, green eyes. Let's take a lap, I bring you right back to your friends before they start tripping. As I bend, I see the from the glide with the golden teeth. I don't even know if they notice me. They don't even know that we way too deep. I'm from the west and they from the east, and all white tees looking like sheep. I don't even wanna get one of those sneaks. We throwing up fours and ones and threes and talking about West End, what's happening? Hey, we just pulled up the border, bro. Where you at? Southside, Clayco, throw that.
You ain't never been to Skate Town. Auto National, you know it go down. You ain't never been to Cascade. On the west side, up in LK. You ain't never been to Golden Glide. It's in the day. You ain't never been to Sparkles, gliding with your babe. I ain't never been to Skate Zone, cause it's out in Marlboro. I'ma pack a carload. I'ma take the grass and meet tomorrow.
Bring it, yeah, bring it, song, so bring it, I don't bring it up, so this will reach up, so let it take up, ugly.
A dream, I had a vision. I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your burned bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this, you can't stop this. You can't stop this.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Season Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series. From the 46, here's second down and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Moore, the man in motion. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. He finds his man, complete. That's Garcia. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. That pass complete to Moore. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 10 at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Vegas!
Here's a toss play right to Swift. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. And he lost 6 there on the first down play.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Moore, the man in motion. To throw, it's Williams. And he's got the hook up to Moore. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. To the air, Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DeAndre Swift hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Bears 7, Vikings nothing. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Looking to throw McCarthy. Hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 8. Now a first carry here for the running back. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 1.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Let's go.
To the air with McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one down the line of scrimmage.
It's a pickup of 12, and they will set up a 3rd down. So their defense gave up the opening drive touchdown, and now, Charles, they're going to look to work this ball down the field and get the equalizer.
Yeah, there's got to be a little bit of balance in how you're thinking and how you're approaching this game because the way things go in the NFL today, that opening touchdown often changes your strategy. You feel like you have to match everything right here, right now. I like the way they're being methodical on offense here in their first drive, hoping to get the equalizer, but not forcing anything.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's McCarthy. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Chicago.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Over the middle is going to find Burden. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Vikings 19-yard line.
To throw, Williams. He finds his man, complete. It's Garcia. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
The kick is good.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now McCarthy. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, 92 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
For the extra point.
Extra point splits the offense. And the Bears score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team running in. The Vikings move it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all. And if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff. And it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Second down and 4. Throwing is Williams. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Williams. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. On the return, it's Rodgers. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 44 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. Tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Williams. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Garcia. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
A 4-yard cleanup on the play. And the Bears 1st down.
Throw left side complete. That's Garcia. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. He finds his man. Complete. It's Garcia. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 44 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
What is that?
Swift is into the end zone for Bears touchdown.
Touchdown, Bears.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing is McCarthy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He'll try to pick it up himself. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. And he's out right at the 25. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive, as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down.
Good strong catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Williams. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Let's go.
Williams from the gun on third down. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Gain of 15. First down, Bears.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Vegas!
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
At the 40-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Bradley Chubb able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Play action. Now Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll send the tight end in motion. Working out of the gun, Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches.
It's a room to maneuver. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got gripped.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Williams now throwing to start the drive. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll go play action here with Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Caleb Williams, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bears take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Chase McLaughlin
touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the games, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On play action, here's Williams. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And mark him down way up close to the 40 of the 39. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Swift going to try up the middle. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves,
and he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
It's second down.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, it's Williams. He sets to fire deep. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And the Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
McCarthy operating from the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
To put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Williams. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Garcia. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Makes it 3rd and 9.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Partner, I'd like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. To the air, Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Here's Swift. And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw is Williams. Touchdown! A great second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. McLaughlin for the extra point.
For the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Vikings 14. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Inside the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So a fourth quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
His kick is
extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On the return. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's McCarthy. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
60 Eagle.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. Under pressure, and they get it to him again. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They run out of the gun with Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a couple.
Vegas. Let us hold on.
To throw, Williams. He finds his man, complete. It's Garcia. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. McLaughlin now to add the PAT.
Lining up for the point after.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
49, Vikings 14. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
First down.
Now McCarthy. As he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing is McCarthy. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it. And he's able to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Bears 49, Vikings 20.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. This one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the Hams team. And that's why you have your Hams team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Williams looking to do it himself. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. McLaughlin for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
56, Vikings 20. Chase McLaughlin.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 51 yards.
And the Vikings,
I'll tell you what, he's got 2 touchdowns in the ledger already, and that very well could have been a third. They have had absolutely no answer for him defensively, and he's just run free all game long.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bears come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces.